Hi, I'm Wilma Haerkens. I'm your makeover specialist. And in this video, I would like to talk about how I'm reversing my white hair. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. So 2 years ago, I started changing my diet, and I've been eating a pretty high raw vegan diet. Not 100%, but pretty high. I had heard that when people are doing juicing and following this diet, that sometimes their hair, if it's going gray, can start reversing. Now, I thought this was pretty interesting, and I certainly didn't think it was going to happen to me. I have a number of brothers, and I can tell you that I have more gray hair than white, actually, than all of them put together. And for a number of years, I started going gray. Actually, I started with a white spot, and it started here on the right side of my head, in my bangs, right about here. And it just started as a small dot, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And it got substantial. And then it grew. I ended up having another one on the other side. And before that point, I had already started dyeing my hair again. So it wasn't this color, but it was more in the red tones. And, I would see it, of course, every time I dyed my hair. I could clearly see what was going on with my hair. Very gray, very white, white. So anyways, it's definitely the color that everybody wants, but certainly not at the age that it was happening. So starting out with a little spot, it was kind of cute and cool, like, a Stacey London kind of white spot, except I wasn't born with mine. And before you know it, was just kept growing and growing and not so pretty anymore. But anyways, I ended up dyeing my hair, and I changed my hair to blonde about 10 years ago. So what I noticed in the last couple of years is that my hair was starting to change. I was going back to my natural color. Now, I'm not talking my natural color from 20 years ago, because your hair does darken as you get older, but the white hair was turning dark. So the problem is whenever I do a video, I'd always make sure that my hair was fresh and freshly dyed. And as a stylist, trying to keep up and make sure that my image was up to par. This is the first time I'd ever do a video showing this, or even walking around and having this much dark roots showing. But I am so fascinated. I love seeing it. I'm overdue to dye my hair, and I'm looking forward to dyeing my hair after I do this video, trust me. But the interesting thing is that my hair has reversed, so I have to share it. I have to, when people, question you or wondering why you're doing certain things, I don't think you can really understand unless you're doing it yourself. And so I'm just going to share what's going on with me, and it's just amazing to me. There's so many things that have changed, and before a previous video, I shared one of the other aspects that had changed for me, and this is another one. And this is pretty fascinating to me to see my hair change back and go to, even though I don't like the darker color, it's still fascinating that it's reversing. So you can imagine what's going on inside your body as well if you've got your hair turning colors. So this is so cool. So I'm going to try and show you. If I tilt my head down, you're going to see that I've got dark roots from front to back. And before, I would see my white hair, as you can see the lighter part here. Before, it was this white hair, this white patch that had started, and then the second one here had gone completely across. I was totally white in my bangs, completely. The only part that still had a little bit of dark was right at the peak, just a little spot, which used to annoy me to no end because, of course, when I was, dyeing it, there'd be that. I could still sort of see that dark little bit. It was so resistant there. But anyways, the rest of it. So I would see white from the front to here, before halfway to the back of my head. So this part from about here to here would be completely white. There was no point in really dyeing it because there was no dark. It was white, but and the darkness would be from here to the back. And now, as you can see, I've got darkness, obviously still darker at the back of my head, but I've got shadow. I have dark roots coming in from right to the front of my head, from the back to the front of my head. So this, to me, is just totally, totally amazing. And this is due to my diet. There's no other reason for it other than changing my diet. It has changed my hair roots. So this is fascinating to me, and I have to share it. So I thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm sure I'll be sharing more things. Some things will be a little bit more personal and harder to share for sure. But I'm sure I will get the courage to do so. So meanwhile, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when I post another video. So yeah, if something like this has happened to you, yeah, please share. Mention it in the comments below. Till next time, see you later. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.